Peace of strength, love to the human family. Can I get 5 minutes of your time, please? Thank you. I want to talk a little bit about athletes and about the black athletes and Hispanic athletes out there that come from these situations that we come from, and they make it to these gigantic heights. Man, we very, very, very proud of you and all the accomplishments that you have achieved. But it's mighty strange that they come from humble beginnings and then they make it to where they are now, and they just forget how everything was before they hit this stardom, and we struggling in the communities, you know what I mean, and we could really use a hand. And it's not nothing about giving back. I'm talking about financially. Just buy a business. Let's start a let's start a factory. Build a factory for the people so we can get to work. I don't believe in giving anybody anything, because I feel like that's a crutch, and then they'll keep constantly coming back, and they won't be able to stand on their own 2 feet. In some cases, not all cases, but it's like, come on now, don't forget about us. A lot of these mistakes that these kids are making could be prevented, and these parents, they push their kids so hard when they see they have a certain kind of talent, and to make it into these leagues, you have to be the elite of the elite, and that takes a lot of sacrifice, and it's like hitting the lotto. So in some cases, you can see why a lot of people push their kids so far, but it's so many that's going to fall short. Like my son, he wants to play football, and I'm like, all right, cool, man. He has aspirations of being in the NFL, but I also keep it official with him and let him know that you have to really eat, sleep, and breathe football if you really want to achieve the ultimate goal, which is the NFL. But it's other stuff that you can accomplish without having to push yourself to that limit, and you could use your mental, because the average career for an athlete, once they reach the professionals, is only like 3 years, 3.5 years, 4 years. So you figure that you have to be, not saying that people aren't special, you have to be really, really, really special to get to Tom Brady, and he's at the peak. So those accomplishments can be achieved, but it's a slim percentage. It's a higher percentage that you won't. And why is it that they don't give back to the community? That's confusing to me. It's okay to buy turkey and all right, cool, that's fine, and give our stuff for Christmas, but we really need jobs. We really need to stay in our communities and make the conditions better, instead of somebody leaving and automatically feeling like, yo, I gotta get out of here. Somebody might hurt me, this, that, and the third. But you continuing to people continue to leave, and the conditions in the communities don't get no better. And then you can point to them and be like, hey man, this guy came from over here, and he's over there, and you're really living around people that really don't want you around them. I'm not saying you can do whatever you want to do with your money, and but I would feel more comfortable living around people that I've been living around, as opposed to me reaching these new heights and living around people that really don't want me around, don't even feel comfortable around me. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot to think about. I always question that. I wonder if it's in their contract that they can't help their people. It's a lot going on. So I'm thinking like, maybe we can come up with a structure for ourselves and like make contributions, because we need factories. We need to bring these factory jobs back to the United States, and so we can get to work. We can put ourselves to work and stay in our communities and make our communities safer. I always admired people that lived in other places, and they were super on point when it comes to safety and the community safety. I think that's huge. I think that's really huge. I would love for my community to be safe and my kids to be safe and grow up in a stable environment where they can thrive and don't have to feel like when they become successful they have to leave. Peace and strength. Love to the human family. I thank all of you.